Namaste. Good morning. Are you ready for some yoga this morning? Let's do a gentle exercise session together, starting in seated, and make sure your back is nice and straight, and just take a moment to let those shoulders circle around. Breathe in and out. Let it be easy, and let everything that you do in the next hour be super easy and gentle, but also stimulating, and give yourself an opportunity to appreciate your body, appreciate the movement that your body can do, and enjoy yourself. Namaste, Annie. Thank you for that. Good morning, Audrey and Craig. Thank you for being here. It's nice to have you guys with us today. We're just rolling the shoulders, letting the back be straight. Awesome. We're going to use props again today, so if you don't have them handy, you need a couple of pillows and a belt or a strap or a piece of fabric. A scarf works really well. Just anything that's handy. Bandana. And then if you don't have the classic yoga blocks, you can purchase these on Island at Yoga. If you're in the States, you can get them at like Target or Walmart, those kind of stores, as well as stores that are more in line with exercise equipment. But in a pinch, you could use a stack of books, but please make sure you choose books that are sturdy and not slippery, and when you place your weight on them, place your weight in the center so you don't have a situation where you're unstable. Good morning, Ellis. Thank you guys for being with me today. All right, let's sit back, legs crossed, hands on knees, and go ahead and just begin to breathe with movement. Arch the back and look up, round the back and look down. Looking up, we breathe in. Looking down, we exhale. And then come back to the center, and we'll just do a gentle twisting through the spine. Look over your one shoulder and then the other. You can do this very slow if you feel like you're excessively stiff this morning. And that is no worry at all. We just take it easy. Listen to your body. Listen to your inner yoga teacher, your wisdom. Don't push yourself beyond your limits. Don't have expectations that you're going to be able to do these amazing flexibility moves. Instead, listen with love to the body and respect what it says. And think about your breath as much as the movement. Let your breathing lead you through the movements. If you're in a pose, try to find that stimulation and relaxation. And remember that yoga is not really about holding the pose. It's about using a pose to connect with yourself and to find your true center of balance, center of gravity, center of spirituality, center of self. At least that's what we believe here at this yoga channel. So yoga is about you. It's not about me. It's about you, connecting with you. So let's continue. We'll do the camel ride some more. Around the back, drop the head, exhale, lift the face, arch the back, inhale. Coming back to center, twistle around, look over one shoulder and then the other, breathing in and out. Any speed is perfect, whatever you like, right here. And then come back to center, and let's look down and look up again, breathe in and out. Beautiful. Stretch those legs out. Connect your weight through your hip bones. Pull any flesh away that's kind of keeping you from being able to connect your weight. And let those toes point up towards the ceiling. Lift your sternum and your heart. Let your shoulders sink down. Arms rest on your legs. And just connect your weight into the earth. Notice the parts of the body that carry your weight down into the earth. And notice the part Notice the fact that the earth is supporting you with the exact same amount of the amount your weight pushes down is the amount the earth supports you. Awesome. Give your ankles a nice swirl one way and then the other. And let's see if we can rock back onto our elbows and bend the knees. So your weight is really on your elbows. You can allow yourself to sink down in the shoulders and upper back. And we're going to just take those feet flat on the floor, a short distance from the hips. Then we drop both knees to the left, release the hips. Drop both knees to the right, release. Take your time here, go back and forth a few times. If this is uncomfortable for your shoulders, you can come all the way down onto the floor and let your head rest on the floor. If this sort of reverse sphinx pose does not give you enough support and ability to sit down, relax, and allow your skeleton to be allowing gravity to pull it down even without resistance. In other words, if you have pain, discomfort, or sensitivity, adjust, make it right for you. Are you breathing? Breathe in and out as your knees go left and right. And again, any speed is perfect. If you want to hang out here for a minute, that's certainly fine. Hang out here for a minute, that's certainly okay. All right, if you want, you can bring your knees to your nose, stretch the legs straight up, come down, take one leg out. It's parallel to the floor, but not resting. Bring it back in, other leg straight out, and bring it up. Both legs up, bring them down, one leg out, other leg out. Knees to nose, heels high, knees to nose, one leg out, other leg out, and both knees in. And then let's just kick a little bit, let the muscles get loose, let it be a nice loose kicking feeling. Three more, 2, 3, and come back up. Stretch those legs out again. Pull the flesh away if that suits you, and give your legs a nice jiggle. We're going to take the hands from hips to ankles, bending forward. Come back up, breathe in. Two more times. Slow it down. Stay here for a moment. Slowly slide up. Take a nice breath in here. And slide down. Everything is soft. Legs are soft. Knees slightly bent. Feet flop outwards. Drop your head. Relax. And slowly slide back up. Bend your right knee. Just take it out to the side. Bring your shoulder and elbow inside of the knee. Flex your legs straight ankle. Straight legs ankle, and we're going to reach forward. If you need support, you can put your hands on the floor, or you can put your hands on your bolsters to the side, elbows down, hands down, as you like. The most important thing here is that you get your shoulder inside of your knee and reach forward along that long leg. And hands to the floor, push yourself up. Let's try it the other way. Bend the knee, place the foot on the floor, and move it out. Bring the shoulder inside of the knee. And we're going to reach forward. Again, if you need support, find support in your blocks, or your books, or even your pillow. And reach. Hands to the floor, push yourself up, and come back to seated. Let's take a moment to just set our intention for today's yoga. We've already started loosening things up a little bit. Let's focus inward on our true self. Find your center. You can have your hands in a prayer type pose. You can put your fingers and thumb together, rest on your knee. You can just rest your hands in your lap. Find stillness. And observe your breath. Have a little truth conversation with yourself, your true self. See yourself as you truly are, not as others see you. Accept yourself as you truly are. And see if you can end that conversation with yourself in a place of gratitude. Beautiful. Let's get up on the knees. If being on your knees is uncomfortable for you, maybe a pillow under the knees will help. We're going to actually come up and find ourselves in what I call mini mountain. Knees under hips. Keep your blocks handy just in case. Make sure you have your knees right under your hips and press down into the earth. Lift the sternum, shoulders come back, arms hang. Top of the head reaching up, breathe in. And let's swing the hands out and up, breathe in, reach up. And then come down, let it come down all the way to hang next to your legs. Exhale. One more time. Sweep the arms out and up, breathing in, reach up. And then come on down, exhale. All right, having the block on its tall aspect might be good. Put it off to the side and place your hand on it for just a little support. Stretch out your right leg. So you've got your leg stretched out, the knee is straight, and your hand on your block. Or if you don't have a block, a stack of books. Reach out and up with the other hand. Now, if you don't have a block, you could be on the floor here. You can bring your hand all the way down to the floor. When you're ready, we'll rise up, reach up, and come over the other way. Stay in this pose, breathing deep. And then over we go again. If you can, maybe you can pick that leg up and hover it a few inches above the floor. Really working your IT band, lifting that leg up. Lift it up and drop it down a few times. Breathe in and out. Or hold it steady. All right, bend that knee and come back up. Reach the hands up. Breathe in. Stretch tall. Pull an apple out of the tree. One hand reaching higher than the other hand pulling it down. And both hands reach up. Breathe in. Bring it out to the side and all the way down. Let's bring our support over to the other side. Extend that leg out. And find your support. It can be at any level. It can be on the floor. And we're just going to reach the hand up and over. Reach it straight up. Reach it over. Reach it straight up, breathe in. Exhale, reach over. And bring it down. Come on up and twist the other way. Find a stretch through the side body. Hold, breathe. When you're ready, come up, and over we go again. And here, if you feel like you can and want to, you can try to bring that leg up to hover a few inches above the ground. If you want, you could breathe in and lift. Exhale, sink down. Inhale up, exhale down. If that's too difficult, just hold the leg steady, or you can be on the ground. Everybody's different. Everybody's developing at a different stage. Come on up, breathe in, lift. And all the way down. Come back to seated. You can sit on your heels, or you can sit on your bum in cross-legged pose. And just take a moment to bow the head and round the back. Let the shoulders slope forward. Let the head be heavy. And slowly stack those vertebrae one on top of the other. Bring the face up. Bring the arms out and up. Stretch out. Breathe in. Find your prayer and pull it slowly down to your heart as you exhale. Beautiful, very nice. All right, we're going to ease onto our backside. Sort yourself out, get down on the back. And make sure you have nice balance between hips and shoulders. Stretch those legs out on the floor. Let the feet flop outward. Let the hands become up to the sky. Fingers curled naturally. We're going to spend a little bit of time just saying to ourselves, relax the palm of your hand. Bring your awareness to the center of the soft tissue in the middle of your hand. Just tell it to relax. Stretch your arms straight out from your shoulders. Keep those palms reaching, keep them relaxed. Fingers curled upward. Hinge your right leg. Place the heel on the ground next to your hip. Push the foot into the floor and push the hip up and you're rolling onto your left hip. Right arm comes up and over. See if you can find fingertips, finding fingertips all the way on the floor. Once the fingertips touch, slowly bring the hand, up the inside of the forearm, across the inside of the elbow, and in through the soft part of the inner arm, across the chest, extend it out, and exhale. Let's try that again. Press the foot into the floor. Breathing in, we reach the arm up in a big rainbow pattern all the way up and over to the fingertips. Inhale all the way. Exhale, lightly, touching the fingertips on the hand, the inner arm, the shoulder, across the chest. And exhale all the way off. One more time. Push the foot into the floor, roll up on your hip, bring it on it all the way over, breathing in, lightly touching the fingers to the fingertips, and pull the hand lightly across. This is meant to let go of any stress and relaxation, allow you to feel luxurious and calm. Stretch out that leg. Bend the other leg up. Place the foot on the floor near the hip. Press the foot into the floor, roll up onto your right side, bring your hand over. Find fingertips on the floor resting. Inhale all the way and then exhale as you bring the fingertips across the hand, across the lower arm, upper arm, chest, and extend it out and exhale all the way. right again, push the foot into the floor, bring the hand over, inhale. Exhale, bring the fingertips to drag gently, lightly up the arm, across the chest and out. Exhale all the way. And one more time. Press the foot into the floor. Bring the hand over. Roll onto your hip. Inhale. Exhale. And extend the hand out. Relax. Extend both legs out. Relax. Nice. Bring your hands to be alongside your hips, fingers pointing towards your heels, palms pointing down into the earth. And bend your feet, bend your knees, put your feet close to your hips. Snuggle that hips onto the ground. And when you're ready, we'll lift the hips up. Squeeze the buttocks, lift up as high as you can. Notice the chest rising to meet the chin. That's good. Take a few breaths here. Let it be deep from the belly. And rise your hands up to reach for the sky, straight above your shoulders. Roll the back down onto the floor, one vertebrae at a time, starting in the upper back, mid back, lower back, and hips. Bring the knees to the chest, hands to the knees, squeeze it in, and release. Squeeze it in, and release. Squeeze it in, and release. Squeeze it and hold. Keep holding with strong arms and strong hands. Pull those knees in tight to your chest. Keep breathing. If you want, you can let your knees go a little bit wide as you're comfortable with. Keep pulling those knees in and up towards the chest or armpits. Bring it back together. And place the feet back on the floor by your hips, hands next to your hips on the side, fingers pointing towards your heels. Let's go again. Bring up your bridge. Push your feet into the floor. Squeeze your buttocks in and up. Chest rises to meet the chin. Keep breathing into your deepest part of your belly. Lift your arms, fingers pointing towards the ceiling. Roll your back down on the floor, one vertebrae at a time. Isolate, control, slowly move it down. Knees come to chest, hands come to knees. Squeeze it in and release. 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 Let's go again. Feet to the floor, hands next to your hips. Lift it up. If you want, you can stay right here where we were before. If you want a challenge, see if you can bring one ankle up to cross on the knee. Extend that leg out. Bring it to the floor. Push the feet into the floor. Lift the hips up. Tighten up the buttocks. Keep breathing. Let's try the other ankle on the opposite knee. Hold. Extend the leg out. Bring it down. Press the feet into the floor. Lift the hips. If you want to, you can walk your shoulder blades closer together and walk your shoulders under your upper back and clasp your fingers together underneath your tailbone. If you do that, you may find you can really elevate your hips up higher. Press your feet into the floor. Create a nice squeeze at the throat. That's okay. Breathe through it. Release your hands, reach for the sky, roll your back down. Bring your knees to your chest, hands to your knees, squeeze it in. And feel free to rock left and right here. Maybe you feel a nice compressional massage on your lower back as you go left and right. That's awesome. Stretch those arms and legs up into the air. Circle your ankles and wrists. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex the ankles and wrists. Point the toes. Bring the hands all the way over so they look like the head of a flamingo. Back and forth a few more times. Breathe as you move. Breathe. Remember, if your knees are a little bent here, if that's the best you can do, that's fine. It's awesome that you're doing this. Your legs, your whole body, getting some good, vibrant circulation here. Asking the muscles to just move and stretch. Let the breath reach every part of the body. All right, take ankles and wrists into that flex position and bring the elbows and knees down towards the ground and press it back up and point. Flex, bring it down, push it up and point. Flex, bring it down, push it up and point. Flex, bring it down, push it up and point. Flex, bring it down, push it up and point. Flex, bring it down, push it up, and just let your arms and legs drift on balance, like they're suspended in the air, easy and free, moving just slight little circles or ovals or figure eights. And then bring them down. And let's flex, let's bring those knees to the chest again. Pull with your arms. Strong hands, strong arms. Pull the knees in. Let's bring the head up to make the forehead come close to the knees. Make yourself into a tiny little ball. Keep breathing, but it'll be small breaths. And when you're ready, bring your head down. Stretch your legs out. And enjoy relaxing. Heavy on the floor. Stay here in your basic Savasana pose, the sponge pose, or corpse pose, however you want to call it. Relax. Take that right leg up, bring the knee to the chest, just the right leg. Put your hands on your knees and squeeze it in. When you're ready to stretch the leg up and keep those hands somewhere on the leg, maybe around the knee area. Let's see if we can gently pull the leg a little closer to the face and back to vertical. Stretching the hamstring and the hip. Work with your breath here just as much, if not more, than your movement. Let the breath lead the way. If you have a strap and you want to try, put that strap on your foot and see if you like that better than holding your leg with your own hands. We're going to see if we can hold the leg at or near the edge of our range of motion. Wherever it may be, hold it right there and just continue to breathe, asking the leg to relax, asking the hip to let go. been a little bit patient, you may feel an urge to go deeper into your stretch. If you feel that urge, you can follow it, but don't force anything. Keep it gentle. Find your new edge and hold right there for a few breaths. And release. If you have a strap on your foot, let's see if we can let the leg go wide. Find the floor. And then lift it back up. Beautiful. Let's bend the knee and grab onto the foot and the knee in our hands. Bring the heel close to your belly button. Let the knee go way out to the side. And you're just rocking the baby across the body. Move the leg across the hip area from left to right. Breathing in and out as you move. And then find the floor with your knee, or let your knee hover above the floor. You can put one of your pillows underneath your knee if you want to. And open your arms out. Find the most optimum, most relaxing position for your head. You may choose to put a pillow under your head. You may turn your head away from your knee. Or you may look in the same direction as your knee. Or you can look straight up. And if you want to, you can bend the other leg slightly. Scan through your entire body, especially your tailbone to neck area. Ask every part of your body, are you 100% relaxed? Relax. Let go. Breathe deep. Anticipate the next move. Be here, now, with yourself. Try to relax. Of restorative breaths in through the nose with a big sighing release as an exhalation, breathing in. And with that, we'll roll onto our back. Stretch your arms overhead, point your toes, and stretch the body very, very long. Beautiful. Make sure you're comfortable on your back, legs stretched out. When you're ready, we'll bend that left knee and hug it to the chest. Keep hugging it in with both hands strong on the knee, pulling. Release your hip. And then stretch the legs straight up, or it can be bent a little bit. You can hold the leg with your hands, or you can use your strap or fabric or scarf and hold onto the foot, keeping the arms a little bit more relaxed. And then pull gently, bring the leg a little bit closer to your face. Remember to work with your breath as much or more than you're working with your leg. You keep your focus on your sensations. The body's talking to you. Listen with love. Find your full range of motion. Be gentle with yourself. See if you can acknowledge where's the edge of your range of motion. Don't go past your edge. And we're going to ask you to hold the leg at or near that therapeutic edge. Keep breathing. Keep still. Relax through the hip and leg. Feel the urge to go a little deeper, you may do so, but don't force anything beyond your limits. Try to relax. If you've got your strap on your foot, let's bring the leg back to vertical and let the leg go wide. Up and bend the knee, and let's go ahead and grab onto the foot and the knee and two hands. Let your heel come close to your belly button. The knee goes way out to the side, and then we cross it over, rocking the baby. Breathe as you move. Releasing the hips. And then bring the knee all the way across. Find the floor. Support your knee with a pillow if you like. Open the chest to the sky, open the arms out, find the optimum position for your head, and 100% relax. Listen to the body with love, and slowly suggest every part. Find total relaxation as you breathe deep. This is your healing moment. Stay here. Don't anticipate the next thing that's coming along. Feel free to bend your other leg a little bit, adjust where your arms are, make it your spinal twist. Luxuriate, relax 100%. Let your mind just drift. Fill your heart with a moment of gratitude. Let that positive emotions expand out from your heart to your lungs, to your belly, to your shoulders and hips, up to your mind, out to your fingertips, on down to your toes. gratitude, joy, love, peacefulness, balance. Big breath in through the nose, sigh it out. Rolling onto your back, stretch the arms overhead, stretch the legs out straight, point your toes. Big breath in, expand your rib cage as big as it'll go, breathing in. Exhale, and let's roll over onto our tummies. You can make a pillow with your fingertips or your head, turn your head to one side. We're just going to pick up the right heel. Drop it down. Let's pick up the left heel. Drop it down. Bring your hands back by your hips and reach for both heels. Lift your head up. Lift your shoulders up. Locust pose. Keep breathing. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Reach your fingertips towards your heels. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders and push back into pose of a child. Child is such a nice healing pose that allows the lower back to round down towards the tailbone. Arms can reach forward, fingertips reaching forward, forehead in front of your knees on the ground. Rise back up. Let's find ourselves a table pose. Bring your knee to your nose and head high, heel high. Exhale, bring the knee close to the nose. Inhale as your head comes up and your heel reaches high above you. Knee is bent. Keep it going. Breathe. Bring it down, switch sides. Knee to nose, head high, heel high, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. And lift. You crunch, and we lift. If this is hard on your wrists, you can put your elbows down. Back to table. Let's do a little cat and cow. Arch and sway. And come back to level. Look around your shoulder for your hip. Do a little side to side wiggle. Move the hips, move the shoulders. Bend one elbow at a time. Breathe. All right, come back and arch and sway again. Widen the knees, put the toes together, sink back to wide-legged pose of a child. Maybe your heart touches the earth and your head turns to one side. Press up and come into hero pose, sitting on your knees and heels, hips on heels. Bring your hands behind your back, interlock your fingers and squeeze. If you want, you can use your strap to assist. Bow the head down, chin to the neck, lengthen the back of the neck. Stretch your arms back and squeeze your shoulder blades. You can stay right here if you want. You can bend forward, bring the forehead down in front of the knees and the hands go up. If you want, you can go a little higher, lift up onto the top of your head, lift your hips off your heels, and the hands come close to the floor, beyond the back of your head. And then come back up and just swing your arms. So we still have to do our plank challenge. We don't want to let that go. But let's get our wrists ready for that. We've been on our wrists a little bit here the last few moves. So just make a gentle fist. Just bring your fingers in and circle your wrists. We'll go the other way around. Circle the wrists. Circle them again. And again. Wiggle your fingers. Pretend you're playing a piano. Let your fingers be straight. Pretend you're playing a trumpet. And then really scrunch your fingers. Let the thumbs circle. All right, bring it in and out. And release, let your wrists rest for a moment. Let's just find some quiet. So today's plank challenge, if you have been doing it with us all along, maybe you're ready for a little bit more. If you have not been doing it with us all along, then just hold a nice steady plank. You can be on your elbows for low plank, or you can be up on your hands for high plank, and just hold it until you can't hold it any longer, or until we all stop. So no judgment there. Those of us that have been doing this, we've done it for about 5 months now, and we're slowly making it a little bit more challenging. Some people are super fit and they're doing 5-minute planks. I find that a little bit hard to believe, but I heard that it's true, so maybe we'll get there, or maybe we'll decide we don't want to do that. So we're going to get ready now to get up onto our plank, and if you are on your elbows, you may want to try elevating on blocks if you have blocks. Otherwise, let's just go ahead and get into it. So we're going to do standard plank. I'll go ahead and show you that. Up on your toes, shoulders over wrists, and press your heels back. Bring your hips down. Lift the right foot. Bring it down. Lift the left foot. Bring it down. Lift the hips, drop the head, find downward dog. Come back to plank. Resume your standard plank position. Lift the left foot. Bring it down. Other foot up. Bring it down. hips go up, drop the head, downward dog. Come back to plank. Lift the right foot, bend the knee. Straighten the leg, bend the knee, straighten the leg, bend the knee, straighten the leg, bend the knee, straighten. Put it down. Lift the other leg, bend the knee, and straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend. Put it down. Hold your plank. Push your heels back. And let's walk our way up to downward dog. Bring the feet in, widen out your stance. Find the perfect downward dog that really stretches and feels good. Bring your feet a little closer and closer until they're almost together. Bend your one foot and bring the knee up. Stretch the leg out. Bring the knee bent. Heel comes to the hip. Stretch it out. Bend. And let's bring it down. Bring the other leg up. Bend the knee. Heel comes to the hip. Straighten the leg. Bend. Straighten. Bend. Straighten. Bend. Bring it down. Let the legs go wide. Lock your hands close to your feet and hang from your hips. If you want, you can interlock your elbows and just hang from the hips like a rag doll. Let your head go. Let your neck relax. If your knees are a little bent, that's okay. If they're straight, that's also okay. Try to keep at least a micro bend in your knees, not all the way pushed back like hyperextended backwards. Bring your hands to the floor and walk them forward. Come back to downward dog. Press the hips up, press the hands into the floor. Push the shoulders away from your wrists. Extend the space between your wrists and shoulders. Relax your head, relax your neck, drop your head. Bend your knees, come on down to the floor, find your very relaxing child's pose. See if you can find yourself in Mermaid Pose. This is where the feet both go off to one side. Place your hand on the ground here and walk it away. Walk it away. Get it quite far out there, and then we're just going to let the rib cage drop down and really use your arm as a prop or splint. Let the shoulder come up by your ear. Really collapse your rib cage down. And slowly begin to drop your head forward so that your nose comes close to your armpit. Lift the face and rise back up to Mermaid Pose. Swing the feet around. Other way. Place your hand on the floor outside of the bent front knee. Walk the hand away, put it pretty far away, and then just allow the shoulder to come close to the ear, rib cage to drop down close to the earth. Slowly drop your head in front. Nose comes close to your armpit. Slowly lift your head, breathe in, and come to seat in your basic mermaid. Beautiful. Let's come to seated in easy pose. And let's return to where we started. Hands on knees. Go for a camel ride, breathing in and out. In and out. Slow it down. Come back to the center. Let the head hang. Release your belly. Turn your hands palm up. Bring your attention to the palm of your hand and tell it to totally relax. Begin to move your chin along your collarbone very slowly, breathing in and out. Back to the center and just let your head hang. Release the back of the neck. Release your belly. Keep the back more or less straight. Relax your shoulders. Inhalation, just rise up the tiniest little bit. Notice how you feel as you slowly rise up. So if anyone saw you, they wouldn't even think you were moving at all, but you know you're rising up. Slowly rising up, breathing in and out, aware of every sensation in the body. Eyes closed. Take a moment to really observe what you see in your inner mind, the colors, the patterns, a sense of 3 dimensions, or maybe more. Your inner universe. A place of mystery and wonder, a place that's always there. Imagine that you float now inside a bubble of light, floating up from your yoga mat, up through the roof of your house, up through the clouds. Floating up in a bubble of light and peace. Supported by love, supported by gratitude. There are no worries, no fears, only joy. If you want to invite someone into your bubble of light to ride with you through the clouds, see that person in your mind's eye. See them smiling at you. Feel in your heart the joy that comes from a smile in their eyes, beams of love into your heart. I'm so grateful for each of you for continuing on this journey with me. I grant you now my most sincere namaste, and I'll see you again very soon, next Tuesday for sure.